Hello and welcome back. It is time once again to try to fix something, and today on the workbench we're looking at another PS5 Blu-ray edition. I believe this is a 1115 model, CFI 1115A, and I believe it is dead. Yes, I have power connected. She is dead. Okay, so let's get some covers off and see what's wrong with this thing. All right, the outer cover is off, revealing that it appears to be factory sealed. How about that? That's a rare one for me anyway. So a sealed no power. Okay, well, it's about to be unsealed. All right, well, I have the outer cover off here. Just making a few quick checks. I was testing on this 4-pin connector that goes to the Blu-ray drive, and as you can see, we have 12 volts on that end. I believe this end should be 5 volts. So I think, make sure everything's in the picture. I think that's going to tell us what our issue is going to be here. It's not a dead supply. There's 12 volts, but it looks like we have a shorted 5 volts. So not all that uncommon, but yep. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. Not going to be a simple supply this time. Most likely a shorted capacitor on that 5-volt rail. We can find that hopefully. Alright, here we are inside at the workbench. Let's see if we can confirm our suspicions of a short on the 5-volt rail. Perhaps some continuity mode. Let's see. I believe our 5 volts is right here on this big inductor. No 5 volt short. Check this fuse right here. Fuse is good. Well, I thought we'd have a 5 volt short. Didn't see any 5 volts on that connector. For the Blu-ray, which I think is there all the time. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not positive on that, but I'm kind of thinking there should be 5 volts there, because it's used. I'm sure the 5 volts inside the Blu-ray is turned into 3.3 or 1.8, whatever, and used by the logic, to tell the system, hey, there's a disc has been inserted, things like that. So I would think that 5 volts would have been there. Let me just check on that other side again. Like right here, like that's ground probably. That's ground. That's 12. Yeah, there's no short on that line. It's just it wasn't there. Okay, so no short. So no short over here, I don't imagine. No, that's ground. So we didn't have 5 volts though. Okay, maybe the quickest thing to do is just to connect 12 volts to this and see if I'm getting 5 volts, which I don't think we will. Should have had it outside there. All right. Set for 12 volts and half an amp. Polarity is right. Yeah, the current draw is like 7 milliamps, so she's pretty dead. So we don't have 5 volts is what I'm betting. We do have 5 volts. Okay, so I was wrong about that. Maybe that 5 volts, surely it's not there now, is it? I don't know if I can check it like this. It's not there. The 12 volts is. So maybe the 5 volts isn't there until the system is on. I don't know. I need to confirm that sometime. But we do have 5 volts. So what do we not have? We've got a short on something. Let me turn the power back off. I mean, the current draw is so low. Let's go back to continuity mode. go back to checking some of our supplies, because I wrongly assumed our 5 volts was dead. What about over here? This is like a 1.8, I think. Oh, that's ground on that side. 3.3, nothing there. Yep. All right, this sounds familiar. I'm checking on one of these small caps on this. I'm not sure if this is the DA9065 or anyway, this little DC-DC converter that handles multiple voltages. And I want to say that capacitor right there that has a 5 ohm short goes straight to the south bridge. I think I can check it. There's some inductors on top here. Yeah, right there. A dead south bridge. You probably also show short down here. Yep, same line. It goes in multiple places. Up there, 5 ohms. But up here, nope. So, dead south bridge. Okay. Dead south bridge, it is. Let me look. Do I have a south bridge? 90061. Is that the correct part? Looks like I have one still in the package there, and 2 other possible candidates that are probably just need to be reballed. So, yep, that looks like a pristine one. Okay. Well, I guess we'll get the preheater set up then, which takes up a lot of room on my bench. Let me make some room, and we'll get with it. Well, our south bridge has been changed out. There's our old one. I think it went rather well. It looked like it went down properly. We'll find out here in a moment. Power supply is connected. How much current does she draw? No, that is not working. Not working at all. Alright, I decided to take a look at this south bridge underneath it anyway with the microscope. And it was looking pretty good until we get over here. Yeah, how'd those two get merged together? That's right under where the dot is for pin 1. Probably not going to work like that, so I'm going to have to take this thing back off, reball it, and see if I can get it back down without that happening. Fun. Alright, well, our south bridge has been removed, reballed with leaded solder balls, and placed back down. So that is the same south bridge. Hopefully I haven't harmed it. Our power leads are reconnected. Let's see what we do now when I apply 12 volts. 10, up to 300, and come back down. That looks normal, totally normal. All right, we've made some progress. I don't know what happened that first time, how I managed to get the two solder balls to merge together. Maybe I nudged it too hard, I don't know, but it's probably something I did. But she's much better now. That one's looking nice and pretty. Really can't see the solder balls under there, can you, though? Trust me, they're pretty. Let me get this back out in the case in the garage, in the chassis, and let's see if she'll boot up now. All right, we are back out in the garage. I had this PS5 reassembled just enough to test, I believe. Didn't bother hooking the Wi-Fi wires up. Okay, see what happens. That's a start. It made a sound. I see the monitor locking. Probably going to do a storage check eventually. Still got a blue light. Nope. Yeah. Now it's going to do something. There we go. There's our storage repair. All right. I think she's going to work. I need to blow some dust out of this. It's not bad. It's not nasty, but it just had some balls of like fuzz and dust in it. So I'll give it a good blowout with the air compressor. Put it back together. Okay. All right, let me do that, and we'll put it all back together and make sure it all works, shall we? But that looks very promising. Well, this PS5 is reassembled and cleaned up nicely. I've already got it on. I haven't logged into it yet. But we'll see if it'll load a disk. It's looking pretty good so far. No disk in the drive already, unfortunately, so no free disks. Let's see if it'll read my good old Minecraft disk. I have quite a few of those. And there it goes. Alright. Another south bridge. Another south bridge dead, another south bridge replaced. I hope you liked that and thought it was somewhat interesting, entertaining, or something. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the very next repair. So long for now.